Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about a conspiracy theory that is going around. Now, as you guys know, like 10 years ago, or maybe more, the world started changing into what was known, and I have to say was known because so many of the conspiracy theories, they have proven to have elements of truth in them. And as such, I have to say was known, right? So over a decade ago, we were introduced to what was known as conspiracy theories, right? And as you can see on the screen, this conspiracy theory involves Kai Cenat and Diddy. Okay? But years ago, we were open to the doors of conspiracy theories. And it was so new. It was so fascinating. It was grabbing. It had us clutching onto our seats. Even though many of us did not believe, we were clutching onto our seats and our invisible pearls on the account of what if this was even half true? How scary would it be, right? And then as time progressed and we got more into the doors of Hollywood, we realized that a lot of the conspiracy theory had elements of truth. There were some that were 100% factual, some that were even deeper than what was initially told to us. Some of them, not true, but some that were not true, they were not that significant amount. It was like the smaller portion that were not true, right? So when it comes to conspiracy theories, especially in the past, I'm going to have to say 3 to 4 years, many of them have been proven to be, factual, right? So, as such, hearing about this, Kai Cenat has been removed and he has been replaced by Diddy. I'm wondering, could this even be half true? Because I believe a lot of things have been hidden from us on a energetic level or spiritual level. And I believe that maybe it's going to take another decade for us to truly understand the depths of darkness that was, right in front of our faces. We're going to understand how streamers and how content creators were put into position of power just to persuade us and to have us looking one way when we should be looking the other way. Am I saying Kai Cenat is one such example? No. I'm just speaking in general, right? But no, what they're saying is that Kai Cenat has been replaced by Sean Diddy Combs. As you guys know, Diddy was found guilty of the Mann Act for transporting men for the purpose of prostitution in that high-profile case involving Cassie Ventura. He was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison, charged $500,000 for what he did to Cassie because Judge Arun Subramania said after all the overwhelming evidence that came from Cassie, it would be unfair of the legal system not to acknowledge Cassie's pain because Diddy wasn't found guilty for anything that he did to Cassie. Because it's not okay for a woman to say yes, then no. But a man can say because he's a man, right? A woman has a vajayjay, and once you have a vajayjay, you're not entitled to changing your mind. How dare you have a change of heart? How dare you get older and realize that you were psychologically manipulated by an older man and you wanted out, right? So, Judge Arun Subramania found Diddy $500,000 And he said he wanted to charge Diddy more because what Diddy did to Cassie was pretty gruesome. It was horrific. It should have never happened. But based on law, he can only charge him $500,000. Now, since then, Diddy has been behind bars. But what many critics believe is that when Kai Cenat said that he wanted to step away from streaming and focus on clothing brand, that is Diddy. And as you guys can recall, during the time of Sean Diddy Combs' trial, there was a side-by-side comparison where many people started saying Kai Cenat looked like Diddy. I believe that conversation was sparked from Diddy allegedly jumping into Kai Cenat's DM, but Kai Cenat did not respond to Diddy's DM at the time. So, as such, what they're getting at now is that they have moved Kai Cenat. I don't know where Kai Cenat is, according to the streets. That part of it was not given in any explanation, but they believe that Diddy is now portraying himself to be Kai Cenat, and that's why he's out here promoting clothing, wanting to get into clothing brand, and, asking you for a review on what he has created so far. I want to put this one out there because you know what? I want to see if this is going to be one of those conspiracy theories that develops as time passes. Will it have layers to it? And if so, what? Will we eventually find out that there was some type of connection between Kai Cenat and Diddy? And if that is uncovered, what kind of connection will be uncovered? Like, I'm waiting to see what happens, what goes down, and I honestly and seriously cannot wait to see how it all unpacks and unfolds, right? But let me know, guys, do you believe that Kai Cenat has been replaced by Diddy? Leave your comment below. We're gonna talk in the comment section. Peace.